Hey there, 2KMC here with my basketball, pencil, and paper, jotting down the upcoming neighborhood events. Start off this weekend with Big Top Challenge. Can you beat the mascots? I sure hope so, because if you do, you'll earn some sweet prizes. On Wednesday, get together with your squad and get to the rep, where Double Rep will be waiting for you all day long. And for more weekend fun,
the view high above our broadcast location tonight, the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. DA, it's all you.
Hey, Kevin, if you'll...
Great stuff as always, DA, thanks. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Jay Crowder out there with Ayton. And it's Paul in at the point. And for the Lakers, we got... Aaron Gordon. LeBron James is out there with Murray. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Drummond in at the 5, home in the paint. And it's the Suns to start out.
And a late first-round pick back in 2017. Kyle Kuzma making an immediate impact with his scoring. Shaq, why did he fly under the radar at Utah?
I think often scorers have more freedom in the pros. You know, the Lakers have definitely need his offense, and you know he's been a little up and down, but when they need him, he's always there. And best believe he's always going to be aggressive.
Good list. And James throws it down.
I love how tenacious LeBron James is. When he sees the lane, he does not hesitate.
Here's Booker. LeBron with the block. Gordon with it. Now guarded by Booker. And it's Gordon with the finish.
And this is what Gordon is known for. Just a phenomenal dunk where he finishes with real power.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Suns. High arcing shot. Counted.
And this is what he does so well, putting the defender back on his heels and being relentless in flying to the basket.
Here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
Yeah, when Davis is near that rim, Kevin, he's focused on one thing, finishing strong. Maybe that's two things. Same thing.
Paul finds Crowder. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Booker. The shot misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's LeBron. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. So much love for the perimeter offense these days. But Shaq, for your money, who are some of the best back-to-the-basket players that are in the NBA right now?
The list is short, but it's still a very impressive list. Joel Embiid, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Anthony the Brow Davis.
Can't argue with any of those.
No, not at all.
Crowder, and Davis sends it back.
Shooters have to be really, really careful around Anthony Davis. He's remarkable at using his length to deny shots.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
Murray against Paul. Lets it go from 14. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on LeBron James.
Well, Booker still has some upside. One of the best young scorers that we've seen in the NBA in the last decade. He's already an established star, and the sky is the limit for this guy. Now he just wants more wins.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
LeBron drives in, and Drummond kicks to Gordon. Drummond passes to James. And the dunk by LeBron.
Kevin, you know why I'm laughing right now. This is just too easy for LeBron James. Defense has to move him out of there, or this is what's going to happen all night long.
And Paul gets it to go in. Paul's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that. It's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Here's James. Bridges with the board. Suns trail by 3. Ahead. And the rejection by James.
We know James can turn on the defense anytime he wants. This is his specialty.
Get the the power on that Prudence.
Unreal.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Shaq, when you look back at your career, was there a specific piece of advice you got from another player that really resonated with you?
Michael Jordan told me, before you succeed, you must first learn to fail. Because early on in my career, we were just getting swept. You know, Kevin, you called a lot of the games where it was 4 and out.
What did Jordan tell you that on the floor and the locker room after a game? Like, what was the circumstance?
After they swept us.
After they swept
Game
you.
6.
On the
Game
floor?
4, sorry.
On the floor?
On the floor, yes. He grabbed me on my shoulder and said, before you succeed, you must first learn to fail. And I was like, what does that mean? Until the big girl saw it, went home and analyzed it with a magnifying glass.
Oh, that's what that is.
Before you succeedeth, you must first learneth to faileth.
It's funny how much Chris Paul is showing so much nuance that he has as he's aged in this game. Just an unequaled and unmatched intelligence from the point guard position.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 6. To the middle. It's tipped and stolen by Drummond. Fast break. The Lakers. Gordon's running.
The speed and power of Gordon. A lethal combination that makes him tough to defend.
The Lakers have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
Free throw good. Gordon. Some changes for Phoenix. Sharch checked in for Jay Crowder. Torrey Craig comes in for Bridges. And it's Payne in for Booker.
And for Gordon, you know, the sky's still the limit. He has all the physical ability in the world, and he has the instincts to make that perfect game.
Here's LeBron. Back to Davis. And here's Gordon from outside. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Gordon's got 8 points. Shaq, something fans are always curious about. They see the huge contract that can put pressure on a young man, suddenly being able to buy whatever he wants. I mean, that's a pretty interesting topic.
Yeah, you know, everyone's coming at you from every direction. I think some people assume that you have more money than you really do. Just want you to remember one word: FICA.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sharch.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Stewart's checked in for Drummond. And the Suns making a change here as well. Kaminsky's checked in.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Suns trail by 10. Here's Paul. True on the 14-footer. 8 points for him.
Well, that's a sweet spot for Paul. That zone between the arc and the paint might be his favorite. A career 50% two-point shooter.
Here's Murray. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Passes it to Paul. From the line, another one falls for Phoenix.
And they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area.
LeBron with it. Now guarded by Kaminsky. James dishes to Gordon. On the wing, Davis. Back to Gordon. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And Shaq, you were able to do what many players dream of, which is represent the U.S. on an international level. When you reflect on your time with USA basketball, what stands out?
First of all, I should have been on that 92 team, but that's a different story. We're not going to talk about
Didn't
that
they
now.
take Christian Laettner?
Yeah, they took Christian
Laettner,
Laettner.
yeah.
But I won a FIBA World Gold in 94. It's a great experience. However, I should have been on the 92 team.
I would
Should have been on the 92 team.
There's no
Should
doubt
have been
you
on the
should.
92 team.
Which team?
92.
Yeah, you should have been
92.
on it. Yeah, 92.
I'm dreaming of 92.
Yeah,
No pun intended.
92. Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Bamba is checked in for Anthony Davis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Aaron Gordon. And Morris subbed in for LeBron. Los Angeles making a switch here. Caruso's checked in. 1:30 left to play in the first. Back to Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Now that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Morris with the bucket.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Suns trail by 12. Now here's Payne. Yes, that goes in.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it attacks an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Now here's Payne, covered by Morris. Johnson surveying the floor. Kept alive. Lets the 3 fly. Craig, good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Morris. And it's denied. Now here's Payne, covered by Morris. Payne's shot is good. Payne's got 6.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Pass to Bamba. Here's Caruso. No good with the triple. And so it's Los Angeles, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. Right back after this break. Well, recently, Chris Paul talked about adding some...
It sounds so generic to say we have fun.
Yeah, from what we've seen, Greg, these guys naturally get along.
And you add in the guiding hand of Chris Paul. This team can beat anyone on any night because they're so connected.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
They've got Morris. Mohamed Bamba is out there with Kyle Kuzma. And it's Caruso in at the 2 guard. That's the Laker 5. And here's Booker from the arc.
Oh, that's merciless. Kuzma plays with such competitive energy, wasn't letting that shot get off.
Johnson, the pass to Booker. Now Kaminsky. Shot clock at 5. Payne gets a wide open look. And Shaq at LSU, it was clear right away that you were ready for the NBA. For guys in a similar position now, do you think they should be allowed to skip college altogether?
I don't think you can make a rule for just one type of player. I think it has to work for everybody. You know, plenty of one-and-dones, but you got to understand, it's a lot of one-and-dones that 5 years into the league, you never hear from them again.
Yeah, Listen, the reality is that there is no one way to do anything, right? I think the fact that you have guys that have the opportunity to go overseas, if that's the path they want to choose, but for a lot of them, just like it was for you, Shaq, the college experience is something that you really can't substitute. And so, I'd like to see that option still remain viable.
Johnson outside. The dish to Kaminsky. Good ball movement here by the Suns. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Phoenix shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one. Drummond's checked in for Los Angeles. Phoenix also making some changes. Ayton, he's checked in for Kaminsky. And it's Bridges in for Johnson. Lakers leading by 7. Morris inside, working on Payne. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, Ayton out there playing poker with the flush.
Morris inside, working on Payne. Here's Bamba. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And something that all players have to deal with, Shaq, the wear and tear of the NBA season. Talk about the ways you cope with that physical toll.
Well, over time, you just have to learn what you can and can't get away with. Nutrition has to be a factor into that. Training has become a bigger part of the game for everyone. So,
what about nutrition? When did that become, for you, like an everyday thing that you always thought about?
When I got older. Because when I was young, I could eat anything and move. But as soon as I got the taste of being old, it wasn't the same. I just knew I had to change.
The drive by Booker, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
Now how smooth is Devin Booker's J right there, and inside the arc he nails it.
Here's Morris, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Lakers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. Free throw good for Morris. Some changes for the Lakers. Gordon comes in for Bamba, and it's LeBron in for Alex Caruso. Chris Paul, he's checked in for Phoenix. Booker inside. James covering. No good from Booker.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And it's Gordon missing.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off. He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And the dunk by LeBron.
That's a slam to remember by LeBron, the King James. Total dominance in the paint.
Suns trail by 5. Inside. Here's Crowder. No good on that one. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Jack, you were such a prolific scorer back in the day. Right now, if you needed just one bucket to seal a game, win a game, who would you want taking that shot?
Well, that has to be my favorite player, Steph Curry. If he's on the injury list, I'm going to have to go with James Harden. Younger Steph Curry beat Trae Young. Luka Doncic is right after Trae Young. Russell Westbrook is pretty good. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, Mr. Kevin Durant.
I was just
I'm sorry, Mr. Kevin Durant. I apologize.
Paul with the ball. He's got 10. Pass to Ayton. Dishes it to Booker. Jacks up a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Booker's got 9 points in the quarter.
Such a lovely stroke there from Devin Booker. He's a go-to scorer. And a nice shot there from distance.
Look at that.
Yes, sir.
Showing everyone how it's done. Dunk contest. That's 10s across the board, Kevin.
And here is Bridges. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Paul is doubled. Back to Bridges. Here's Ayton. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Lakers leading by 6. Here's Gordon. An easy 2 points on the layup. Gordon's got 12 points in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Paul dishes to Booker. This one for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
And the Lakers decide to take their first timeout here. Davis is checked in for the Lakers. Murray comes in for Monte Morris. Saric is checked in for Phoenix. Torrey Craig comes in for Bridges. Here's James. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 11.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
The pass to Saric. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Davis.
Well, the key for Saric is to be out there and be aggressive, because when he plays assertive like this, he's going to draw some fouls.
The first free throw is good.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Saric nails them both.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Over in the corner, Paul. Phoenix keeping it alive with a new 14.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
You cannot leave someone on LeBron James' team open. You're just asking to get hurt, Kevin.
Here's Craig. Passes it to Paul. Paul is doubled. 4 on the clock. Here's Ayton. Off target from outside. Lakers leading by 5. It's tipped and stolen by Ayton. And they're running. And the wide open shot from Paul. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one. LeBron passes to Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
You know, that's the type of basketball I like, Mr. Kevin James Harlan. That's just bully ball right there. Davis getting nasty on the inside.
And we want to thank the Big Aristotle for joining us here. Dropping knowledge as always. I'm telling you what, Shaq, you make our broadcast better.
I want to say I appreciate that, Kevin, especially coming from you anytime, any place. You know where I am, brother. Just call me if you need me.
Are you going to be performing any ballet, the big Baryshnikov?
Nah.
Have we given that up?
Nah, my toes are not feeling too well.
And Brent, a man who never ceases to amaze, Shaquille O'Neal, not only one of the greatest centers in league history, as you well know, but also one of our great personalities on TV covering the NBA on 2K.
Well, never ceasing to amaze is one thing, but the other part, Kevin, is Shaq just flat out always entertains, and it's so great to have him stop by and put his flavor on the game.
Stewart's checked in for Los Angeles. Alex Caruso comes in for James. And then for Phoenix, Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Ayton. Johnson comes in for Torrey Craig. And it's Payne in for Paul. Caruso kicks to Gordon. And the 3 off target. They time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Saric, that's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, Saric on the inside has really good quality footwork.
Murray dishes to Davis. Gordon the pass to Caruso. Back to Gordon. Trying to find Murray, and he gets it to him. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Fast break, here we go. Stops, pops. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Saric.
Saric playing confident now. There was no hesitation that time.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of that.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year. And making his triumphant return to our set, the one-man broadcasting Phenom. And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Ayton is out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Paul in at the 1. Pass to Paul. In the corner, Crowder with it. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Crowder's got 7 points in the game. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season. I was championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch. Davis dishes to Gordon. James against Booker. LeBron drives in, and the basket is good. 13 points in the game.
Yeah, just making his way through every part of that defense. Drives in, gets contact.
Oh, Ayton in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
Booker against James. From downtown. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Paul with the ball. Picked up by Davis. Floats one, and Paul lays it in. Paul's got 20 points.
Well, I'm not sure what the coach said at halftime, but whatever it did, it's lit a fire. They're now 4 of 4 from the field to start their offense here in the second half.
And James throws it down.
Well, it looks like he's got just one of those good feels tonight. That means trouble for the opponent.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Suns. A 2-point game. Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it, Greg? 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future.
And the Lakers call time here. And Los Angeles with some changes. Ahmed Bamba, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Aaron Gordon. And Monte Morris subbed in for Murray. James. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Devin Booker.
I don't think anybody guards LeBron without fouling him. It's a matter of him convincing the referees it's enough contact.
He's perfect from the line this time. The Suns have gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Pass to Paul. And the layup's good off the glass. Paul's got the game tied up here for the Suns.
And what a great start to the second half. They've hit everything they've looked at thus far.
That one falls. Bamba's got 6 points.
And the closer to the basket Bamba is, the more effective he is. Outstanding at using his size inside.
And Ayton throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for the Suns. It's Davis with the drive. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Bridges. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Fast break, the Lakers. Here's LeBron, and James throws it down.
Well, you got to try to keep LeBron away from the post as much as possible. That time, too deep, turns around, and gets the dunk. Ball
against Morris. Here's Booker. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And finished off by LeBron.
He is almost money when it comes to finishing in close. Nice bucket there to increase the lead.
Here's Paul. Here's Ayton. Bamba with the block.
The main thing you get with Bamba, imposing defender, shot blocker, alters everything in the paint. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Paul against Morris. Oh, Ayton in position. Doesn't go that time.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Morris with the bucket.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Timeout called, the Suns. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Diaz, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Just 5 to shoot. Craig. Bamba with the block. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Bamba. Here's Payne. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 15-6 run. It's LeBron with the drive and the dunk by Bamba.
But there's no way that LeBron James is not going to come in and dictate the tempo of this game. Just keeps his eyes up and drops a nice dime there.
Suns trail by 11. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And the rejection by James.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Now here's Payne, covered by LeBron. The pass to Craig. Fires the three. He can't hit that time. So the Lakers will take it the other way. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Phoenix calls timeout.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
.152 left in the third. Passes to Payne. To stop the drought, Bamba with the block. And they get it back.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
First trip to the line for him here.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Lakers leading by 13. The drive by James and finished off by LeBron.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Here's Payne. Kaminsky in the corner. And again, it's the Suns missing.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Saric against Kuzma. To the paint. Here's Bamba. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got his 4th rebound in this one. Over to the left wing. Craig can't get it to go. LA's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break.
That's not a pretty thing. LeBron James driving right at you, full speed, and when he gets into the lane and towards the rim, he's going to make contact.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
The team just cannot get into a groove from the free throw line. It's a common problem for them.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Drummond's checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Gordon comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Alex Caruso. And Phoenix also making a switch. Jay Crowder's checked in for Torrey Craig. For Phoenix, they haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor. This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Here's James, and the dunk by James.
Once James takes off towards the basket, the defense really has no chance to react and or stop him. What determination from the King there.
Suns trail by 16. Pass to Kaminsky. 17 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. And James throws it down.
Wow, LeBron on the roll. This time rocks it.
There's 10 seconds left in the 3rd.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. That's good from Payne. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And here is Los Angeles now. They lead by 14. And James throws it down.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. And the blocks just kept on coming for him. He's playing some fantastic D. We've got more in store for you right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got DeJounte Murray. He's out there with LeBron James. Andre Drummond is out there with Gordon. And it's Stewart in at the 4-man position. That's the Laker 5.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
He feeds it to Gordon. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Paul with the ball, out guarded by Murray. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Here's Drummond. Saric grabs the board. Suns trail by 18. Oh, here we go now. Crowder's got it, the fast break chance. And the rejection by James. Drummond finds Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
It's deflected, and he recovers it. Paul with the bucket.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
The drive by James.
This whole second half, he's been unbelievable scoring the basketball. The defense has had literally no effect.
Paul against Murray. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Paul can't get it to go. Here's Stewart. Banked in off the glass.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Unselfish play of Chris Paul there, has a knack for knowing when to get his guys when they're wide open.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. The Lakers making a switch here. Morris is checked in.
Yeah, Ayton just swallowing up the defender there and then completes the play.
Here's Stewart. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Booker, with no one around, drills the three-pointer. Booker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, that equals his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game. And right now at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half. And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
Paul outside, fires from deep. Rebound the Lakers. 22 is their biggest lead. Here's Murray. Pass to Stewart. Back to Murray. From past the arc. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Booker against Morris. The drive by Booker and the dunk by Booker.
Tough to guard Devin Booker on a quick pick and roll. With his size and speed, he can be very dangerous in these sets.
Murray, the pass to Stewart. And stolen by Booker. And Paul with a clear path to the hoop. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Paul's got 12 points here in the second half.
Capitalizing on the error, grinding out points. You gotta love it.
That's why you can't afford to just turn it over to him, because he's going to do stuff like that to make you pay just right down the throat.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Pulls up. Here's Ayton, and that one drops.
Ayton's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
Los Angeles leading by 13. Morris kicks to Gordon. Here's Stewart. And again, no good by the Lakers. Gordon finds Morris. Just 5 on the clock. Down low. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. James checked in for Morris. Suns trail by 16. To the inside. Ayton. And it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
And there's the dunk to finish it off.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And the Suns call time.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Size and speed and force of LeBron James is something to behold. And he just seems to be getting better and better. That is scary.
And both free throws good for LeBron. And last year in uncharted waters for the whole country, Brent, the NBA ended up with a pretty good plan, I think, using the Orlando bubble.
The first idea, Kevin, was to suspend the season. And that's where all the best decisions came from. Adam Silver and the league shutting down. What they were able to do in terms of the dynamics, the logistics, the decision to come to Orlando to bring all these teams down, I thought was one of the more remarkable things, and we'll look back on it, that the NBA or any professional sports organization has ever done, given the unreal circumstances around the pandemic.
Murray against Paul. He kicks it to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Every time he gets going like this, somebody's going to talk about that 70-point game he had in Boston. It's not going to be me.
Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Drummond finds James, and they double up James. Back to Drummond. There's the pass to LeBron. Here's Davis. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got assist number 8 here in this one already. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns, trailing by 19.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Lakers.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for LeBron.
Well, the tone was set by him defensively tonight. Recorded a number of blocks, and that was a big difference maker, intimidating the other team.
Yo, whose man is Chris?
Puts it up from 15, and he hits the jump shot. Paul's got 30 points.
Well, what we've seen here tonight, Chris Paul can put points up on the board still in a hurry, just carrying the offensive load right now.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Passes it to Crowder. And it's blocked by Gordon.
No, I wouldn't test Gordon. With that vertical and length, please try someone else.
And finished off by Davis.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Murray dishes to Davis. Now Murray. And taken away by Paul. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. LeBron, the last game for a little while. As a team, how do you approach the break?
Well, we got a couple days off, but everyone needs to stay in tune. Even though we're not going to be on our feet or on the basketball court, everyone needs to continue to just, work your mind, work your body as well.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry,